How are you doing? This is Martin from Gardens for Life. In this video I'm going to show you how we're putting on the cardboard. I'll give you a few pointers as to where to get it and how to put it on properly to smother the grasses, but also how to put on the compost. In the previous video we were showing you how to condition the ground before you put on your lasagna beds, but you could actually skip that step and go straight to the second video, which this is now. Enjoy. Alright, so we laid out some of that cardboard last night. It was a little dark to film. Of course, we like to do our moonlight gardening around here just because it's dry at the moment. As you can see here, so this edge here is well overlapped just and shoved in under the plastic. Over here you can see it a little better. We're going to be making sure of it and putting on about 3 or 4 layers of cardboard just to make sure that we can smother these grass roots here, because I've seen that they are fairly strong even under the plastic, under the pat here. Alright, so we got some cardboard which was at our other garden here, which was actually supposed to be for this area here and beside our new greenhouse, but we'll have to use it at the other garden because we don't quite have enough. So when using cardboard, you're best off to get it in furniture shops or warehouses, or even bicycle shops. Big sheets of brown cardboard are ideal, and hopefully very strong as well, very thick cardboard that will block the weeds as well. You can get it from supermarkets, but you have to deal with a lot of small little bits, and you do have to overlap them, so it kind of becomes tedious. You're better off with big sheets. Supermarket cardboard boxes aren't great. See that? There's a lot of holes in them and you have to cover those up. You get the idea. Well, the problem with the lockdown is that you can't actually get cardboard in all the places that you normally get it, like furniture places, because they're all closed for the last 6 weeks or so. And they're about to reopen anyway. I believe they have reopened just at the end of this week, and so what we had to get in the meantime is some bales of cardboard from the likes of farm shops and hardware shops. They're okay, they're not so bad, but they're a bit tedious because you have to take all the cardboard apart, and there is a few smaller bits in it as well. And sometimes you even get boxes that have a load of tape on them, which we won't actually use. Well, that one is not too bad. You know the way we get cardboard from different places, like for example farm shops as well, or creameries as they used to be called, and some of the things we find there is actually round up boxes, ironically, just the cardboard boxes, and we use them to kill the weeds, but obviously we wouldn't be spraying any sort of poison at all. And one of the things I found, a box from a farm shop, was weeding made easy, weed killer, chemical weed killer. Well, that's not the way we're going to do it. We're going to use this little bit of cardboard to actually kill the weeds, ironically. This is one of the huge big pieces of cardboard from the furniture shop. As you can see, that would make life a lot easier if we had more of them. And as you can see here, it is fairly thick in diameter, or in thickness as well. You can see there is about probably 4 layers, 3 or 4 layers of cardboard, plus the wavy bits as well. So when we put that down, we simply just flatten it, and that makes our life so much easier than using small little bits. So thankful for our neighbours helping us with the tractor, because otherwise we would have to spend probably a few days or even a week into moving all of that compost by hand with a wheelbarrow. So now we just have to rake it out. As you can see here, there's a few little piles here now. It's very quick now, probably rake that out tonight now, and we can start marking paths, and we'll have to get some wood chips for them. At some point we might expand this little garden here as well, but for the moment that's a nice additional growing space. So that's mushroom compost. That's about 2 months old. As you can see here, the texture is lovely. It's still warm actually from being in a big pile, like it would have decomposed even quicker, but it's real crumbly. Look, when you compact it, it doesn't actually stick together, so it's really good, and it's sterile. It's got no weed seeds in it and no pathogens or nothing. So brilliant stuff for growing in. I can only recommend using mushroom compost. So here's a quick tip for you. You can use a rake to gauge the depth of your compost. So let's say if you're raking it out in spots and you try to determine whether it's deep enough, you simply turn it on its side and you kind of whack it down. And you can tell when you're hitting the cardboard. So we have about that depth. So probably about 20 centimeters of compost here. That'll do fine. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and join us on the next video where we're going to show you how we make the pats, and we're going to use wood chips to do that. And also we're going to be planting a lot of our annual vegetables and even some perennials as well. Lots of different exciting tubers as well, and even Canarian potatoes and yacon and some of the other root crops that we have, like oca. Of course, we also have about 25 to 30 other annual vegetables that you'd know of, like broccoli. Right, join us the next time and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks a million. Bye bye.